Ladies and gentlemen, welcome you to race number 19 of the 2015 NASCAR Spring Cup Series season, as we are here live from the New Hampshire International Speedway for the running of the 5-hour Energy 301. As we continue and wrap up the New Hampshire weekend, round number 19 of the year, we continue the race to the chase for the NASCAR Spring Cup Series Chase for the Championship. So far, 4 drivers are officially in the field for the chase: Kevin Harvick, Brad Keselowski, Jeff Gordon, and Matt Kenseth. If a driver were to win 2 races, they would officially make the chase for 2015, as long as they stay inside the top 30 in points. On the front row, we have the 2 Penske Fords of Joey Logano and Brad Keselowski. This is Logano's 4th pole of 2015, but yet he has yet to go to victory lane in 2015. On the other hand, his teammate Brad Keselowski, he has 2 wins, Las Vegas and Bristol, to his resume. Kasey Kahne and Kevin Harvick, two more drivers who have a win. Kasey Kahne has 1, Kevin Harvick has 2. Clint Bowyer and Jimmy Johnson, Martin Truex Jr. and Kurt Busch, Denny Hamlin, and teammate Matt Kenseth will wrap up your top 10 for today's race. Down below, you will see your starting grid rolling across your screen. Logano and Keselowski are front row. On the real points, Matt Kenseth has a 44-point lead on Dale Earnhardt Jr., 52 points on Brad Keselowski. Your most recent winner in the series is Carl Edwards. Joe Gibbs Racing's number 19 car has got its first win of the year, so right now all 4 of the JGR Toyotas are in the chase for 2015. Matt Kenseth is officially in, but Denny Hamlin, Kyle Busch, and Carl Edwards all have 1 win. Right now, 2 drivers can still make it in on points. That's the 22 Logano and the number 1 of Jamie McMurray. Right now, Ryan Newman is the first car on the outside looking in. That is all for the pre-race news. Let's send it down trackside so we can get the most famous words in motorsports. If I don't miss it. Okay.
Drivers, start your engines! Is that okay?
As the pace car will lead the field onto the racetrack, we will take you to the green flag when we return to New Hampshire. Okay, we are back here because we had a little spin back here as they were exiting pit road. The number 31 of Ryan Newman got turned on the nose of the 13 of Casey Mears. But all drivers were able to get through, and they are now all running on the track. Take a look back here. We have the number 98 driven by Cole Witt. First race back since leaving front row. Number 32 driven by modified champion Ryan Preece. And running out the field is the 33 of Eddie McDonald. But up front, Joey Logano with the new paint scheme. There's Shelton Julian red number 22. On the front row with Brad Keselowski, we're underway from New Hampshire. And when the green flag they come, Logano gets a great jump on his teammate Brad Keselowski, but Kasey Kahne right on his back bumper to come down into turn number 1. Coming off turn 2, already 3 wide, Denny Hamlin, Martin Truex Jr., and Jimmy Johnson. And the back straightaway they go. Logano out. Oh, it looks like Keselowski might clear Logano getting into turn 3. Brad Keselowski, here comes Kasey Kahne to 3 wide. Cars going right up towards the wall. And Truex gets turned by Matt Kenseth. And a big wreck back here. Tony Stewart is involved. 4 wide up here. They're really trying to wreck each other, looks like. Caution is out with Martin Truex Jr., Tony Stewart, Kyle Larson, Sam Hornish Jr. involved. A very big crash on lap number 1. And there you see the smoke out of the number 14 of Tony Stewart. Right now, Tony Stewart is 25th in points, Sam Hornish Jr. 24th, Kyle Larson. That is going to be big for that number 42, Kyle Larson. And you're going to see right, and it looks like, oh, the 42 had an issue already. The 42 of Kyle Larson was coming down pit road, so, but up here, the 78 of Martin Truex Jr., he's already gotten turned. And then you see Sam Hornish Jr. getting hit by somebody, and right there, Stewart goes right into the 78 of Martin Truex Jr. I don't know why the game is lagging. Here's Truex. Let's get a little better view on the 78. Coming off turn 4. The 20, looks like the 20 of Matt Kenseth would just drove up and just turned the 78 of Truex. That's the 20 of Matt Kenseth. And then right here, Truex, right into the 14 of Tony Stewart. And then he gets hit again by somebody else. Oh, that's a black car right behind Trevor Bayne. Can't tell who that is. Is that Alex Bowman? Yeah, the son of Alex Bowman gets some pretty significant damage on that 7 car as well. Not sure if he'll be able to continue. Martin Truex Jr., his day is over. So is Tony Stewart's. Don't know about Kyle Larson. No, Larson is back out on track. So is Tony Stewart. He's back out on track as well. So Tony Stewart is actually going to be able to continue. So is Alex Bowman with a 78 of Martin Truex Jr. His day is over. But Truex does have a win. So right now things are still pretty good for Truex to make the chase. While all that mess was going on, we saw Brian Keselowski get a run off turn 2 in the first lap, get out in front of Joey Logano. But while that was going on, Casey Kane was on the inside trying to make it 3 wide for the lead. And that's how the number 5 Casey Kane got the lead. 4th place is Clint Bowyer. Although he does have a win, Bowyer is right now 23rd in points. And with 1 win and 14 different winners, and Joey Logano doesn't have a win, Ryan Newman, McMurray, some big names still has yet to go to victory lane. I would not be so confident right now for Clint Bowyer, although he did get that big win at Daytona a couple of weeks ago. Denny Hamlin got up inside the top 5. He's been one of the fastest cars this weekend. Kevin Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Carl Edwards, and Kyle Busch. Yesterday we saw Brian Scott get his first career win for RCR. What will we see today here at New Hampshire? Lights are out, top of the pace car, meaning we are going green this time by. Alrighty. Next weekend, actually early part of next week, the next race on this channel will be the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series, the Mud Summer Classic at Eldora. And after that, following weekend, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway for the NASCAR Xfinity Series and the NASCAR Sprint Cup Series. All right here on March F I-31. But time to go back on the green here at New Hampshire. Casey Kane gets a great jump on the 2 of Keselowski. Logano down to the inside of the number 2. Denny Hamlin on the back from number 15 to Clint Bowyer, Kevin Harvick, and Johnson behind him. Jeff Gordon way wide and down in turn number 1. Now under attack from the 2 Joe Gibbs Toyotas, Jeff Gordon and Matt Kenseth. As they're all nose to tail, the 19, the 18, and the 20. Edwards on the inside of Jimmy Johnson. And off turn 4, Hamlin on the inside of Bowyer. Top 2, John Boy, we got a crash in the back, and we got 1 car upside down. The 23, J.J. Yaley tumbling down the track. He is upside down. That's not the only car I saw wrecking. The 66, David Reagan. His bad season continues. David Reagan, 28th in points. And right now, even if Reagan were to get a win, he would have to make sure he stays inside the top 30 points. David Reagan started the season with Front Row Motorsports, and after the, I believe it was the Martinsville race, I think it was after the California race, David Reagan moved over to this number 66 Michael Waltrip Racing Toyota. Reagan, the 98 of Cole Witt. Cole Witt left Front Row Motorsports, indeed as David Reagan. Cole Witt left after the Kentucky race. No, it was not Kentucky, it was the Michigan race. Cole Witt. He did not race at Infineon, was replaced by Justin Marks, and he did not run at Daytona. And the 35 car is not even here. Front Row decided to scale back the number 35 team. And down here in turn 3, J.J. Yaley went out the track. Cole Witt was already there, and they just turned up to the outside wall, and there's Yaley tumbling down the track. Heavy impact for the number 23 of J.J. Yaley. And there's Cole Witt driving the pit road. Not sure what that was on the 23's parts. I mean, he indeed just wrecked himself. Unless the 23 may have had some brake issues or steering issues, which made the 23 not be able to turn. But Cole Witt, he entered that corner And he was driving expecting the 23 to turn, but he did not. And Cole Witt, no idea if he'll be able to continue in that 98 car. He did not get as much damage as the 23 car, but Cole Witt is back out right now running the 40th position. Make that 39th, 1 lap down. Out in the race is David Reagan, JJ Yaley, and Martin Truex Jr. And we also forgot to look at what happened to the 66 of David Reagan. David Reagan is, where is he? Yeah, this game is not working right now. Alright, well, all that mess was going on with JJ Yaley and Cole Witt coming off turn 4. You see the wreck starting behind him. Off turn 4, Casey Mears is going to turn David Reagan down into the inside wall. I know I saw some black car getting turned to the inside wall, and that was David Reagan. So we had 38 cars on the lead lap. 39 are on track with Cole Witt 1 lap down. Casey Kane is still your leader. Brad Keselowski, Denny Hamlin now in 3rd place. Joe Logano and Kevin Harvick. Clint Bowyer, Jimmy Johnson, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, and Jeff Gordon. Kyle Busch, Kurt Busch, Ryan Blaney in 13th, Brian Vickers and Eric Almirola, Paul Menard, Ryan Newman, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Justin Allgaier. Right now, Jamie McMurray, 21st, has Jimmy Johnson's up inside the top 10. Ryan Newman's in front of him. So right now, McMurray wants to try to pick up a few more positions, although he does have a pretty big lead on 17th on the chase grid. Allmendinger, 22nd, Mears, Dillon, and Landon Castle. A great qualifying run for the 40 Hillman Racing Team. Landon Castle qualified 24th, right now running in 25th. Greg Biffle, Michael Annett, Brett Moffitt, Matt DiBenedetto, and David Gilliland. Remember, on the initial start, Kyle Larson had to come down pit road, and very fortunate break when the caution came out with Martin Truex. Kyle Larson is now up to 31st. Jed Burton, Ryan Preece making his debut in the NASCAR Spring Up Series, 33rd. Eddie McDonald and Sam Pointis Jr. Tony Stewart, Trevor Bayne, and Alex Bowman. And Cole Witt -1. So a win by Casey Kane would put this to number 5 in the chase. And right now, Casey Kane is 15th in points and 11th on the chase grid. Denny Hamlin, 17th in points. A win today would put that number 11 cart officially in the chase. Same with the 15 of Clint Bowyer, not far behind us. We are back on the way. 15 laps remaining at New Hampshire. Brad Keselowski, he already has 2 wins. A 3rd win would just give him an extra few bonus points heading into the Challenger round. Hamlin to the inside of Brad Keselowski. Behind Denny is the number 22, Joe Logano. You're pulsing him, but doesn't really seem to have that much speed as the others. Up the track, here comes Harvick and Bowyer. They make contact. Bowyer gets out the gas, and Bowyer loses spots to Kenseth and Edwards as we have another crash back here. Michael Annett, Casey Mears, and David Gilliland as they have crashed once again. Here's Harvick on the inside of Logano, so is Johnson. Right up the track, here comes Kevin Harvick, and watch out, right towards the outside wall. The top 2 gets away cleanly. Kevin Harvick is going to move up in 3rd place. There's he damaged number 46 of Michael Annett. Sophomore driver at H. Scott Motorsports. And it's like the same thing with Yaley and Cole Witt. It's like Mears was turning, but Michael Annett did not. Annett was sliding out the track for really no reason. And there they go in the outside wall. David Gilliland, 38. Brett Moffitt, 34. Getting some damage out of that. Oh, Ryan Preece runs right in the back of the 34. 32 Ryan Preece. There's the 33 Eddie McDonald just sneaking through there. And Michael Annett has took his car behind the wall, so Michael Annett will finish 39th today. There's the damage of the 38 of David Gilliland, 13 of Casey Mears. They have yet to come down pit road, but now they're doing it. Then David Gillen's now leaving, and Casey Mears is just now leaving as well. When we go back green, we'll be under 10 to go here at New Hampshire of what's been really a caution weekend here at the NASCAR series at New Hampshire, the Magic Mile. A few years ago, back in 2012, Casey Kane had to hold off this guy right here, Denny Hamlin, to get his first win at Hendrick Motorsports. Actually, it was his second win at Hendrick. Third place is Kevin Harvick. Has really had a rough season, although he does have those 2 wins earlier in the year at Atlanta and Texas. Harvick's right now 19th in points. Brad Keselowski 4th. Jimmy Johnson right now 18th on the chase grid because he does not have a win. Right now running inside the top 5. Carl Edwards got that big win last week at Kentucky. Joey Logano pole sitter down to 7th. Matt Kenseth, Clint Bowyer, and Jeff Gordon near top 10. And I'd like to apologize for the lag you've been seeing all day. And Denny Hamlin's coming down pit road. Trouble for the number 11 of Denny Hamlin as we are back underway from New Hampshire. Move Kevin Harvick up into second place as Hamlin. Possibly a mechanical failure or a flat tire. Now Carl Edwards to the inside of Johnson. Edwards, he want to go back to back with that 19 car. Logano in the middle, Kenseth on the inside. No idea what's wrong with the number 11 of Denny Hamlin. I don't even see him on pit road. And Denny Hamlin's taking his car behind the wall. A mechanical failure for Denny Hamlin after he was running in second place behind Casey Kane. On pit road now is the 38 of David Gillen. Kane has a big lead on second place Kevin Harvick, but now under attack from the number 2 of Brad Keselowski. Carl Edwards 4th in that 19. Matt Kenseth in 5th. Now Jeff Gordon, Jimmy Johnson side by side for 6th place. Kyle Busch side by side for 8th place with Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney up inside the top 10. Was trying to get inside the top 10. Now AJ Allmendinger up here in 12th. 3 wide back here. And there you see back there David Gillen coming off pit lane. And right now Casey Kane has a 1.2 second lead on the number 2 of Brad Keselowski. He won this race 1 year ago. Casey Kane won this race 3 years ago. Now Matt Kenseth driven by Kevin Harvick to take 4th place away. Jeff Gordon's gotten around Kyle Busch, who's 7th. Johnson, Bowyer, and Logano. Allmendinger now 11th. Blaney, Earnhardt Jr., Kurt Busch, and Brian Vickers. McMurray, Dillon, Newman, Menard, and Stenhouse. Watch out, Stenhouse, no! Oh, Stenhouse and Allgaier on the inside wall, pit road wall. But look at all the time that 51 car lost because he almost tried to rake the 17 to Stenhouse. Give a call to Matt Benedetto right now, running up inside the top 30, almost inside the top 25 in that 83 car. Allmendinger's running very well in the late stages of this race until, right here, no, Bowyer, Logano and Allmendinger makes contact and Allmendinger spins on the front straightaway. And I know I saw one car blowing up or something and Larson was back into Allmendinger, wrecking each other again. That was the 33 of Eddie McDonald who is blowing up. And this is possibly going to end the race right here for Casey Kane. I saw when we were coming out turn 4, we were following Bowyer, Allmendinger, and Kurt Busch. I saw one, and Logano. I saw one car starting to smoke. That was Eddie McDonald in that 33 car. And then we saw the crash with Bowyer and Allmendinger. Here's Eddie. Eddie drove in yesterday's Xfinity race for JGL Racing. And we see this number 6 of Trevor Bayne blowing up as well. Is down here. Same thing as we've been seeing all day long. McDonald and Trevor Bayne getting together. Batting for 34th and 35th on the racetrack. Actually got both drivers right there. And then back here, AJ Allmendinger, Clint Bowyer, Joey Logano. Bowyer in the middle. And Allmendinger just forced his way. Forced the 15 of Bowyer to go up into Logano. not really what the 15 car needs, as he needs to make up as much points as possible. See, McMurray got to get held up by the 21 of Ryan Blaney. There's a 33 McDonald. They are racing back to the line, I believe. From Casey Kane? No, they are not. Okay. So, we are not going back green this time by. And we are not going green this time by as well. So, meaning the race will be over right here. The white flag has been lifted. Casey Kane out in front of the field. He started third today. Brad Keselowski, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, and Kevin Harvick. Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Jeff Gordon, Dale Jr., and Joey Logano. That is your top 10. Eddie McDonald, Trevor Bayne, Denny Hamlin out in the race. A tough break for Denny Hamlin after a mechanical failure on the number 11 when we were just about to have a restart. Casey Kane got on the chase grid after he won at Phoenix, race number 4 of the year. Became the first Hendrick driver to get a win this year. And now Kane is his 15th in points, 11th on the chase grid. He's going to become he's going to be 4th on the chase grid after today. It's been a up and down year for the number 5 team. For Casey Kane, has a Xfinity win at Daytona a few weeks back. But out to number 4, Casey Kane, and the number 5 will see the checker flag, and Casey Kane will win his second race of the 2015 NASCAR Spring Cup Series season here at New Hampshire. Casey Kane wins, Brad Keselowski second, Carl Edwards, Matt Kenseth, and Kevin Harvick, your top 5. Kyle Busch, Johnson, Gordon, Earnhardt, and Logano. Kurt Busch 11th, Clint Bowyer. Great run out of Ryan Blaney 13th, AJ Allmendinger. Still a great run 14th, and Jamie McMurray. Jamie McMurray continues his consistent year. And right now looks like he'll be 5th in points after today. Ryan Vickers, Austin Dillon, Ryan Newman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Kyle Larson after early trouble. Larson came back to get a top 20 finish. That could be big in the point standings. And look through the rest of your finishing results. Landon Castle 21st, Matthew Benedetto 25th, Brett Moffitt 28th, Jeb Burton and Tony Stewart all the way back in 30th. Ryan Preece, there's David Gillen 1 lap down, Cole Witt 1 lap down, and Eddie McDonald and Trevor Bayne crashed, and Martin Truex Jr. crashed on lap number 1. But that is all here from New Hampshire. The next race on the channel will be Eldora with the NASCAR Camping Road Truck Series. And then after that will be the Xfinity Series and the NASCAR Spring Up Series from the famous Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Until next time, congrats to Casey Kane as he becomes the 5th driver to officially clinch a spot in the 2015 NASCAR Spring Up Series chase. Goodbye, everyone.